Okay, so good morning to class 11, those who are online. And we were discussing, yesterday we had discussed the types of reactions I had started. And what are the four types of reactions we have? We have substitution reaction, addition reaction, elimination reaction, and rearrangement reaction. Isn't it? So out of this, yesterday I had dealt with substitution reaction. When do you substitute things? Okay, like here in your school, if a teacher is absent, there is another teacher who comes on substitution. She takes the place of that teacher for that particular period, right? So substitution is like this: something will be going out and another molecule will be taking its place. This is substitution. Okay, substitution can be by free radical, or it can be carbocation or carbon ion or nucleophile, or it can be your electrophile also. So this kind of substitution takes place. Okay, now yesterday we had discussed about homolytic fission and heterolytic fission also, if you remember. Homolytic results in the formation of free radicals and heterolytic results in the formation of carbocation and carbanion. These are reaction intermediates. Okay. Then I had explained you nucleophile and electrophile also. So these terms should not be new for you today. Now let us go to the second type of reaction today, that is addition reaction. As the name suggests, addition means add on. Okay, you add something to the molecule. But as you know, carbon is tetravalent, and if all four valencies are occupied, where will you add anything to the molecule? So the first thing is some bond has to break. Okay, now this type of reaction takes place in alkenes and alkynes. What is characteristic of alkenes? Presence of a pi bond. Here also alkynes have got two pi bonds. So if the pi bond will break, then only any molecule or any reaction intermediate will be able to add on to the molecule. Now I have given the first example here. This is a pi bond. Okay, is it clearly visible? The pi bond. Is the pi bond visible? Okay, I think it closer to the blackboard, it will be better. Can you see this? Okay. This is a double bond. This is pi bond. And what have I shown? What does this show? This shows homolytic fission. Okay, this shows homolytic fission. So if the bond breaks in a symmetrical way, what will happen? One unpaired electron here and one unpaired electron here will be there. Similarly, bromine is an attacking reagent. It will also break by homolytic fission in presence of sunlight, which will give energy for the breaking up of this bond, will result in the formation of two bromine free radicals. Okay, one bromine free radical will get attached here and the other bromine free radical will get attached here. Is this clear? And it will result in the formation of a dibromo derivative. Dibromo, two bromine atoms will be added simultaneously. Okay, so this is free radical addition, right? The second example will be, if you see this molecule, yes, this shows heterolytic fission. You can break the bond this side also, doesn't matter, but here I have broken it this way. This will become negatively charged and this will be positively charged. This is known as carbanion and this is known as carbocation. What is Nu minus? Nucleophile. Okay, that means searching for a nucleus or a positive charge. So this will get attached here. Okay, so here you can see this got attached to the positively charged carbon and charge, this forms a carbanion. Now if there any positively charged species in the reaction mixture, it will get attached here. Okay, but first what is getting nucleophile? So known as nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, all right. Now see the third one. Again, heterolytic, this is negatively charged, this is positively charged. This is an electrophile. 1 minute, it will come back. Okay, so this is electrophile, right? So this will go and get attached to the negatively charged carbon atom. See here, now carbocation is formed. Since electrophile is getting attached first, this will be known as electrophilic addition reaction. Okay, can you name some nucleophile? In the next chapter, organic chemistry under hydrocarbons, we will be doing nucleophilic addition and electrophilic addition. Okay, so nucleophile can be minus. Okay, Br minus. Now look here. Okay, I can have HOH. What is that? Water. It will break up into H plus and OH minus. If OH minus attached first, this will be known as nucleophilic addition, followed by H plus will get attached here. Okay? OH minus will be nucleophile, na? हाँ, water ले लो, and water will break up into electrophile and nucleophile, and both will run their positive and negative centers. Okay? This is known as center. This is known as nucleophilic center. This is nucleophilic center, electrophilic center. Okay. Once instead of taking nucleophile, where will you get? You can't store Br minus in a bottle, OH minus in a bottle. They are also produced within the reaction with the help of reagents. Okay. I will take HBr. It will break by hydrolytic fission into Br minus and H plus. Am I right? So Br minus will get attached to the positively charged carbon atom and H plus will later get attached here. The one which will get, you tell me, why homolytic? Both of them have different electronegative. Bromine is more electron, take away the electron. So it will break by hydrolytic. Yes or no? Okay. These molecules will break by homolytic fission. HBr, HOH. Because this is more electron, this will break by hydrolytic fission. Oxygen is more electron, break by hydrolytic fission. This bond in presence of sunlight by homolytic fission, and if it breaks like this, minus and plus, then this will be hydrolytic. Okay, it can break by both, but depending upon what are the reaction conditions. Okay, all right. So our addition reaction is of three types: free radical addition, electrophilic addition, and nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, all right. What is the meaning of elimination reaction? You eliminate something, means you delete it. You eliminate, other words used can be delete, given out, thrown out. Okay? So, when molecules like CO2 is carbon dioxide, water, ammonia, they are eliminated or given out, resulting in formation of a double bond or a triple bond, is known as reaction. Elimination reaction, when molecules like carbon dioxide, water, ammonia, they are eliminated or given out, and it results in the formation of double or triple bond. This is known as elimination reaction. Okay. See, I have given one example here. If you have ethanol, ethanol is CH3H2OH. Structure will be this. When molecules like carbon dioxide, water, ammonia are eliminated or given out, it results in formation of double or triple bond. Okay, now look at this. This is ethanol, CH3CH2OH. CH3CH2OH. This is concentrated sulfuric acid. What does concentrated sulfuric acid want? Water. Okay, it wants water. So OH from here and H from here will be eliminated. One electron will be free here, one electron will be free here. They will form a double bond. Okay, like this. What is this? Alkene. And what is lost? Water is lost. Okay, what will happen to this water? It will be absorbed by concentrated sulfuric acid. When OH will go from H will go from here, free here, and one valency is free here, it will overlap to form a double bond. Okay, and plus water by H2SO4. Now, this is actually a reversible reaction. So, what happens? Reaction in forward direction because we are removing one of the products. So, more of water will be formed. Now, this type of reaction is known as dehydration reaction. It is an elimination reaction. But what is the substance eliminated? Water. So, it is specifically named as dehydration. D means removal and hydration means water. Okay. Removal of water. Okay. Now look at this one. This is CH3, CH2, C double bond O, OH. It is an acid. What is the name of this acid? What is the name of this acid? So we have propanoic acid here. Then we use a reagent calcium oxide and NaOH. Calcium oxide and NaOH, and together this mixture is known as soda lime. Soda lime. SODALIME. Soda lime. This is not a catalyst. This is a reagent. What does this reagent or mixture do? It takes away carbon dioxide. It takes away, correct? This is going to take away carbon. Wherever this is written in the reaction, and you have an acid, it will use carbon dioxide. Now see how carbon dioxide will be formed. OH bond will break, valency of oxygen will be free. This carbon. Okay, this OH bond will break. Okay, then one valency of oxygen will be free. Carbon bond will break. One valency of carbon will be free. It will overlap. Double bond will be formed. C double bond O. You have done bonding now. What is the structure of carbon dioxide? Okay, so what will happen? This H will join here. ethane is formed and carbon dioxide is given out. The reaction is known as decarboxylation reaction. It is known as decarboxylation reaction. Loss of carbon dioxide. Loss of carbon dioxide. Okay. Third is deamination. D means removal of ammonia molecule. Okay. Now this you are going to do. This you will do in class 12 under the chapter of amines. Okay. Deamination. Removal of ammonia molecule. So I have given you examples of elimination means any molecule is given out such that valencies on the carbon chain are free overlap to form double or triple bond. Okay. Alright. Now look here. Now we will go into detail of elimination reaction. This is not given in your NCERT, but you are expected to know it. Okay. Elimination reaction can be three types: alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha elimination, beta elimination, and gamma elimination. Okay. What is this now? Alpha is known as 1 and 1. If two atoms are eliminated from the same carbon atom, it is known as alpha. If they are eliminated from the neighboring atoms, then it is known as beta. And 1 and 3 carbon atoms, then it is known as gamma. Okay. Now let us see this example. See this example. Again it is ethanol. Suppose OH is lost from here and H is lost from here. Okay. One electron will be left here and one electron will be left here. And water will be formed. Yes. It will be like this. Two electrons on the same carbon atom. In free radical, we have one electron. Okay. In carbocation, we have an empty p orbital. In carbon ion, octet is complete, only negative charge is there. But in carbene, we have two electrons, which can form two bonds. Such a reaction intermediate is known as carbene. So yesterday I had said I will explain you carbene later on. It is this point I will do it. Okay. Carbene is formed by alpha elimination reaction. Carbene is formed by alpha elimination reaction. Okay. All right. Now look at this reaction. Right. This is 1, 3. 1, 2 I have already given you example. See here. This is functional group. This will be carbon atom number 1. This will be carbon atom number 2. So 1, 2 elimination is taking place, resulting in the formation of an alkene double bond. This is beta elimination. Yes. This is known as beta elimination. From the same atom alpha resulting into carbene. From adjacent carbon atom, elimination takes place. This is beta, resulting into formation of a double bond. Okay? Now I will give you example of 1, 3. Can you see the board clearly? This is 1. This is the first carbon atom. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now come to this carbon chain. 1. I have taken this as 1 because there is no functional group. 1, 2, 3. Now you know what is happening. If I remove one hydrogen from here and one hydrogen from here, one valency will be free here and one valency will be free here. They will overlap to form a cyclic compound, isn't it? So what will be lost? Hydrogen will be lost. The reaction will be known as dehydrogenation. It will be known as dehydrogenation. And this is gamma elimination. First and the third carbon atom will lose hydrogen and we will get cyclopropane. This structure will be formed. Yeah. If one hydrogen is lost, the other hydrogen is lost. One hydrogen is lost from here and one hydrogen is lost from here and they overlap. Okay, they overlap to form a cyclopropane, that is CH2, CH2 and CH2. This is gamma elimination. Okay, how they are overlapping? They have, if I remove one hydrogen atom from here, this carbon will have only 3 valency, will be free, and one hydrogen atom. डबल बॉन्ड बेटा adjacent कार्बन एटम के बीच में बनता है. डबल बॉन्ड वन थर्ड में थोड़ी बनेगा. ठीक है. So this will form cyclopropane. Okay. Now next let us go on to rearrangement reaction. What is rearrangement? The words used are reshuffling, reorganization, means you can rearrange them, reshuffle them in a particular order. This is rearrangement. It takes place to form more stable carbocation at times. At times, it is rearranged to form, and you get question on this in class 12. But there are no examples with the syllabus of class 11. We are just giving you basics just now. Okay? But whenever it will be, then I will remind you. This is a type of rearrangement reaction. But something what you have done, from there I am giving one example. We have done chain isomerism. Okay? We have done isomerism. What is this compound known as? Okay? Alright, 1 minute. We will have to change the name here. Uh, Alright, look at this. This one, it is a straight chain alcohol with 4 carbon atoms. What will this be? Butanol. ठीक है? Okay. Now come here. It has changed into branched isomer. This is isobutyl alcohol. 3 degree carbon is there. This is isobutyl alcohol. Okay? Alright. Now this can be changed into this if it is heated with anhydrous aluminum chloride. I am writing here. Anhydrous means without water. This reagent, if it is used, you can convert a straight chain compound into a branched chain compound, which is a chain isomer. Okay. So this is done by rearrangement of carbon chain, isn't it? Okay, this is by means of rearrangement of carbon chain. Okay, so it is a type of rearrangement reaction. Now I will tell you, if you want, you can write down this definition of a rearrangement reaction. A rearrangement reaction. Is the blackboard visible? Is the blackboard? Okay, right. Write quickly. A rearrangement reaction is a rearrangement reaction is a broad class of organic reactions. It is a broad class of organic reactions where the carbon skeleton of a molecule skeleton carbon chain, it means, of a molecule is rearranged to give a structural isomer of the organic molecule. Is rearranged to give a structural isomer of the organic molecule. Okay?